Welcome to Seneca Indians Baseball, live on KNEO.org. This broadcast is a sporting outreach of the KNEO Sports Network. You're now locked into the official pregame show of the Seneca Indians. Now, let's go to Ben Walcott, live on location.
And a pleasant, good Thursday afternoon as we welcome you here to Seneca, Missouri. We get set for high school baseball here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network. I'm Ben Walcott, joined by Coach Daryl Harbaugh. Got down to first pitch sponsors People's Bank of Seneca and Prater's Pharmacy. Daryl, this is technically a non-conference game, but it means a lot to both these teams. Seneca 11-7 overall, Mount Vernon 7-7 overall. Mount Vernon already has one win over Monette. They win today over Seneca. They can claim the number one seed in district play. If Seneca wins, things become a little bit more muddled.
Well, you got to muddle it around because that's the only way Seneca maybe can find number one or number two is if they can win tonight. Mount Vernon has got their foot. They got their foot in the door, and their destination is in their hands, and they've got to get by Seneca tonight. And if they can get by Seneca, well, they can make a pretty good claim for, that number one spot. But if Seneca wants one or two, they've got to win tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they have the loss to Monette. They have beat Mount Vernon once, but we always talk about how regular season games seem to be more important than tournament games. So you would have to think today's game would weigh a little bit more in the standings when you get into conference, not conference seeding, district seedings.
Right. Yeah, the tournament games are one thing, but the main thing is right now is your regular season game against your opponent, and that's what they look at. And this is it right here. When it comes down to seeding meetings, it'll go with this right here.
Go ahead, take our first time out of the afternoon. Come back with more after this on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is, better health, better you.
A new era in local sports begins. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is where you'll find all of your local sports information. Join Sports Director Michael Imami and reporters Chaz Wright and Tashina Coleman every night. We cover Little League, high school athletics, Missouri Southern, and Pittsburgh State, along with countless community colleges in the 4 states. We cover it all. So whether you're a Chiefs, Cardinals, Eagles, or Wildcats fan, you won't want to miss the Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report.
The Oxford Dictionary. There's no denying that watching a church service while you're sitting on the couch in your sweats with a cup of coffee is pretty nice. As comfortable as that can be, though, it's just not the same as attending church in person with other followers of Jesus Christ.
The Christian fellowship is not optional, it's essential. It's commanded.
Billy Graham.
We are not to forsake the assembling of ourselves together. The Bible teaches that the church is like a vine with its many branches, members of the body of Christ, all knit together. The church is to worship together. God has commanded it, and I want to tell you, you cannot live a victorious Christian life and have the peace and the joy in your heart without faithfulness in the church.
Want to know more about the importance of worshiping with others in person? Go to findpeacewithgod.net. Click on Grow in Your Christian Faith. That's findpeacewithgod.net from the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
And we welcome you back as your countdown to First Pitch sponsors People's Bank of Seneca and Prater's Pharmacy. And Daryl, beginning of the week, we didn't know if we would get this game in, and we have barely gotten any of the rain that we thought we may have had the opportunity to get here this week.
It sounds like a broken record. And anytime they call for rain, we don't get anything. It's right through this area, right through here is the little strip here in just very southwest Missouri. It's like we're not getting the rain that. I mean, Kansas, southeast Kansas got like 3 inches the other day. We didn't get nothing but a spit, and Arkansas, northwest Arkansas, and over around they got a rain out against Reed Springs, over around the Branson area. They've got 3 inches of rain. We got nothing. We just got enough to settle the dust a couple times, and that's been it. It's dry around here.
Yeah, Seneca and Neosho area are kind of the two areas that it seems like sometimes it'll go north or sometimes it'll go south, but Seneca and Neosho has a hard time getting rain nowadays. But let's talk about these two teams. Seneca 11-7 overall. They started off 11-4. They've lost 4 of their last 5, Daryl, and they really have not played that great since that Stratford game 2 weeks ago.
No, they haven't. They played a great game at Stratford. I was there. I saw it. They played good defense. Got good pitching from Jagger Wilson that game. But the thing about it is they played good defense and they hit the ball well. Got some runs in throughout the whole, not just certain people, but throughout the whole lineup. They got some hits when they needed it. Ever since that, we've been struggling everywhere. We've been making some stupid mental plays out in the field. We've had struggle hitting the ball. We've hit nothing but pop-ups. Coach Hughes, I know he's frustrated, so the kids are frustrated. But it's been a struggle. It's a slump right now. I'm hoping they come out of the slump and pick it up for district play because, hopefully they've already hit their slump.
And I mean, they got a tough schedule the rest of the way as well, which will get you ready for district play. You still have Big 8 games at Lamar. Matt County we thought was down. Matt County beat Monette on Tuesday. You have at Lamar, Matt County, at Lebanon, they got a winning record. At Branson, they have a winning record. CJ here at home, they have a winning record. Springfield Catholic, always a tough team to play. Neosho, always a tough team to play. So, I mean, their schedule is going to get them ready for district play, but it's just a question of if you can win some of those games getting into districts and then win the district. Yeah,
you've got to win. It's not if a team beats you, that's one thing. But if you lose to them, if you beat yourself, then that's what Seneca's been doing. They've been beating themselves, and that's a hard pill to swallow sometimes.
This Mount Vernon team 7-7 overall. These two teams met the very first game of the season, and of course, knowing these two teams, I had to go extra innings. Jagger Wilson, the hero in that game, but 5-4. That was a week that Seneca, I think, had 6 games in 5 days, and they won all 6 of them. And so they were kind of managing pitch counts. I think today you'll see Drew Sherwood go the allotted amount he's allowed to go to, and see if the offense can help him out behind him. It's the 3rd time he's pitching this week, but, he's back to his starter role compared to coming in out of the bullpen.
Yeah, I think as a starter role, you get a chance to warm up a little bit, and you got mentally, you are, you're ready to go in. You're ready. You've done your warm-ups and all that in the bullpen, and you're ready to play. When you come in off the bench, it's a totally different situation because not only are you coming in for pitch count, but you're also coming in. You may have bases runners on, right off the bat, you're not in the, you're in the stretch. It's a different mentality, and that's what they need to find someone that has that mentality that can shut the kids down.
I will say, Monday night, Drew did a good job, came in for the final 2 innings. 5 of the last 6 outs that he had were strikeouts. But I think part of that problem was, part of that situation was he wasn't coming up in the lineup, so he was able to warm up in the bullpen a little bit. Whereas on Tuesday, he was the 4th one due up, so he didn't really have time to warm up in the pen before coming in. And he struggled a little bit, an inning and a third, 5 runs, 3 earned, and a couple hits out there as well. So, that game against Nevada was 2-2 heading into the 6th, and we mentioned this, a couple errors, and things unraveled on them.
You get a couple errors, a couple walks, a couple things didn't go your way, and next thing you know as well as I do, you've seen it many times, it's just snowball effect. And next thing you know, you're behind when they're scoring runs.
Yeah, I mean, they scored 3 runs in the 6th to make it 5-2, and then they hit a 3-run home run in the 7th inning, which is the first time I have seen a home run here in the ballpark. Obviously, winds 20, 25 miles an hour, gusting to 40 probably helped that cause
a little
bit, but you still have to poke it pretty far because it was out to left center that he hit the home run.
Yeah, you still got to hit it to get there.
Go ahead, take another timeout, come back with more of the preview after this on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
A proud backer of the Seneca Indians is Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca. Located at 1101 Cherokee, they are honored to serve the area with traditional service options including church and graveside services. They also have prearranged funeral plans. For more information, the phone number for Funeral Director Mike Steele at Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca is 417-776-2251 or online campbell-biddlecomefh.com. A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District, tradition, pride, class.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
And we welcome you back as we get set for action here this afternoon between Seneca and Mount Vernon. And Daryl, on Tuesday, wind was definitely a factor. Wind is coming in a little bit today, not nearly as much as it was on Tuesday, but it could create some havoc as well.
Yeah, you're going to look in that balls are not going to travel as far and out in that left field and right field and center and right field. They're going to the balls hit out there are going to tail farther to the right. And you remember when the pop-ups here in the infield are just off, just in foul territory. They'd run to get them in foul territory, and the wind would blow them in fair territory. Now it's going to kind of be the opposite.
I was going to say, Tuesday we talked about how it would affect the infielders more than the outfielders. You feel like the same thing here this afternoon?
It could, especially out there in center and right. The left field is not going to travel as far because that's dead into the wind, but the center and right field, the ball's going to push it. The wind's going to push it further to the right.
We'll go ahead and take another timeout. When we come back, starting lineups after this on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
A sponsor of community broadcasting on KNEO, Southwest Missouri Bank and Neosho, serving the Neosho area from 2 locations. They offer personal banking services, including checking and savings accounts, home loans, and online banking. Learn more online at smbonline.com. Southwest Missouri Bank, an equal housing lender. Member FDIC, where their slogan is
Southwest Missouri Bank. We can do that.
And we welcome you back. Your countdown to first pitch sponsors, People's Bank of Seneca and Prater's Pharmacy. Starting lineups here today brought to you by Prairie Top Chiropractic and Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. First for the visiting Mount Vernon Mountaineers. Leading off is the pitcher, number 3, Braden Dotson. Batting second and playing second base, number 7, Sawyer Anderson. Batting third is the shortstop, number 2, Sean Rauscher. Batting the cleanup hitter is the designated hitter, number 17, Lucas Ross. Batting fifth and playing first base, number 4, Braden Jamison. Batting fifth and playing left field, number 22, Jake Leeper. Batting sixth, that's seventh, and playing third base, number 3, Peyton Jones. Batting eighth and playing right field, number 6, Grayson Gann. And batting ninth and playing center field, number 12, Jarrett Zerby. Their extra player is the catcher, Matthew Tennyson, number 5. As we get you now the starting lineup for the Seneca Indians, who come in at 11-7 overall. Leading off is the shortstop, number 13, Jagger Wilson. Batting second is the pitcher, number 18, Drew Sherwood. Batting third and doing the catching, number 0, Cade Johnson. The cleanup hitter is the first baseman, number 21, Hagen Ginger. Batting fifth and playing third base, number 8, Grant Houchin. Batting sixth and playing left field, number 33, Caden Klaus. Batting seventh and is the designated hitter, number 22, Dane Frossard. Batting eighth and playing center field, number 23, Roman Miller. And batting ninth is the second baseman, number 16, Colton Curtis. Extra player is the right fielder, number 25, Ryan Owens. And Darrell, after about a week and a half off, Roman Miller finally eligible again, and he's going to play center field.
Okay, yeah, usually when Drew comes in, Romans has got to take care of, try to take care of the outfield, and it's a good thing to have him back. I mean, he just got hit with the ball right between the eyes, and they had to reset his nose. Well, he did. He broke his nose, so he had to reset it surgically. So, anyway, he's got a week off, and he's coming back.
Go ahead and take a timeout for the anthem. Come back with the start of the game after this on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
The Oxford Dictionary defines mercy as compassion or forgiveness shown towards someone who should rightfully be punished. Billy Graham talked about the mercy that freed him from a punishment he deserved.
I deserve the wrath of God. I'm a sinner. I deserve judgment in hell, but I'm not going to spend one day in hell. Not because I have preached to people or because I've read the Bible or because I go to church.
But if it's not good works that spare us from punishment, what does?
Jesus was enduring the wrath of God that you and I deserve. it's because of Jesus on the cross.
Now, it's up to you to accept the mercy that Jesus Christ offers. He's alive today, and you can know him personally, and we can help. Call us at 855-255-PRAY. 855-255-PRAY. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
Hi, this is Jamie Langford with Langford Insurance at 910 Washington Avenue in Seneca, Missouri. My wife Terry and I are proud to serve our local area, and we're also proud to support the Seneca High School Pride Marching Band. Langford Insurance specializes in life, agribusiness, commercial, and personal insurance needs. Please stop by and see us at our office or call us at 417-776-LIFE or visit us at www.midaminsurance.com.
And we welcome you back as we get set for action here between Seneca and Mount Vernon. We'll reset what Seneca looks like in the field for you. Left to right in the outfield, Caden Clausen left, Roman Miller in center, Ryan Owens in right. Left to right in the infield, Grant Houchin at third, Jagger Wilson at short, Colton Curtis at second, Hagen Ginger at first, with a battery of Cade Johnson catching Drew Sherwood here this afternoon. Mount Vernon will send Braden Dotson, Sawyer Anderson, and Sean Rauscher to the plate. To start off the game, anybody who reaches Lucas Ross will come to the plate. Mount Vernon, white pants, green tops, white trim, white numbers. Seneca, white pants, blue and white tops with, I think it's white numbers here this afternoon. They have red numbers on the front and white numbers on the back. And Darryl, we talked about Roman being back, which is always a good thing, but you have to give credit to freshman Cooper Shaver. He had to come in those couple of games, basically a week's worth of games when Drew came in and pitched, and for the most part did a very good job as a freshman, having to come in and was able to get some putouts. A freshman here, like I said, varsity level, everything changes, everything's faster, everything's quicker, speed going, you've got to adjust, and he did a good job. As Braden Dotson will start off the contest here this afternoon, as looks like we might get this game started a tad bit early, which is never a complaint here, as first pitch will be about 4:27, says it's 69 degrees here at first pitch. It's the first pitch from Sherwood, and that's high for a ball, so the count's 1-0. So far, for the most part, the rain has stayed away. We would love for it to stay away. So here comes the 1-0, swung on and missed, so count 1-1.
Well, it can stay away as long as we're playing ball.
Yeah.
How's that? After the game, let's have a rain.
Yeah.
Let's have a 2 or 3
Once I get my equipment away, it can rain all at once. So that 1-2 is foul tipped at the plate.
Oof, right off Caden's mask, too.
Count 1-2.
Guarantee that woke him up.
If he wasn't awake before, he is now.
He is now.
As here comes a 1-2 pitch from Sherwood. Long look in at the sign. Here comes the 1-2. Popped foul, and Darryl, Seth kind of went for it, but I think that was more towards us.
Yeah, it was towards us, but Seth was trying to hog in, take it over. I didn't hear him call it either.
Count remains 1-2. Comes another 1-2, and swinging in, missing at that inside pitch is Dotson, and there's 1 out. Mostly cloudy skies here. There's a threat of rain all around, but like we said, it really hasn't rained that much in the Seneca Neosho area today.
Today or this whole spring, we need some rain.
That first pitch is in there for a strike to Sawyer Anderson. Count 0-1. We talk about sometimes getting through a lineup 2 or 3 times. Usually by the time you get to the third time, guys have seen him. Does that change at all sometimes with a lefty? Because, there aren't very many lefties out there, and Sherwood, one of the better lefties in the area.
Yeah.
That pitch is fouled straight back, so the count remains 0-2.
It's the same thing as, it's the more you get to see a pitcher, doesn't matter if they're left-handed or right-handed, the more you get to see the pitcher, the better you get his timing. And we always said the third time through. That's when it gets rough. It gets 5th and 6th inning.
So that pitch is outside for a ball, so counts 1-2. The other thing is Sherwood only a sophomore, so he only gets 95 pitches compared to the 105 you get as a junior or a senior. And that's if you want to go the full limit. So that pitch is inside, and the count's 2-2 as Anderson has worked it from 0-2 to 2-2.
Yeah, like I said, we need to. Of course, I'm always a proponent of going at them, just throw strikes.
2-2 is outside, and the count now full at 3-2. Houchin pitched well on Tuesday, but he kind of was maneuvering in and out of trouble all afternoon as that pitch is fouled out of play. And so the count remains full at 3-2. And, that was the difference in the game as Klump for Nevada was getting ahead of hitters and letting them. That pitch is hit in the air to left field, and it's going to dump in front of Klaus for a single. But that was kind of the difference in the game. Klump went a full 7. He let his fielders work for him, and Houchin had to be done after 5 innings. He was kind of wiggling in and out of trouble all afternoon.
Yeah, there's a few. They got a few base hits, and we played some good defense behind it, and then we made a few errors behind him, and he got to struggling just a little bit, and that one inning, and that's all it takes.
Sean Rauscher will come to the plate. Here comes the first pitch to him, and that's high for a ball. This counts 1-0. Newmac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, ProLube Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Seneca True Value, all sponsoring the broadcast here this afternoon. So here comes the 1-0, and that's offered at. So the count's 1-1. For a second there, I thought the umpire was asking to check, and I was like, it's not up first.
Yeah.
But it was just calling the strike, so the count's 1-1. So here comes the 1-1 from Sherwood. That's high, and the count's 2-1. Anderson, not a very big lead over at first base.
No, here's where you got here's a good hit and run count right here, 2-1. You don't want to go 3-1.
So here comes the 2-1 from Sherwood as Anderson stays put. It's inside. The count now 3-1.
Not what we need here. We need to get ahead of hitters. Let's see if we can come back and get him.
So here comes the 3-1 from Sherwood, and that's high for ball 4. So a strikeout and then a hit and a walk as Lucas Ross will come to the plate for Mount Vernon. Houchin gave up some hits on Tuesday, but kind of danced in and out of trouble. He was only able to go 5 because of that. Sherwood had to come in, and errors behind him are what cost Seneca the game. As Ross will step in from the left side. That pitch is high for a ball. Counts 1-0 as only one that he got ahead of Anderson, but Anderson worked it full.
Yeah.
It's the second hitter that he hasn't been able to get in front of. So here comes the 1-0. That's high and outside, and the count's 2-0.
He's got the ball up for some reason, missing his release point. The ball's been tailing high. See if we can't work it back down.
Anderson not a big lead at second. Rauscher at first. 2-0 is a good hitter count. At 2-0, looked like he went off speed there, and the count's 2-1. Because you have to think Ross probably was geared up for a fastball, and I think he went changeup.
Kind of a funny grip on Ross.
So here comes the 2-1. That one's popped foul, and it's going to get out of play towards the track. Does not reach the track, and the count's 2-2.
Got it next to the flagpole anyway.
Seneca hosts districts. Districts are coming up May 11th through the 14th here. Saturday, Monday, Tuesday. Obviously, weather permitting. As that breaking ball is in there for strike 3.
That's a good pitch right there.
Second strikeout of the afternoon for Sherwood as Braden Jamison will come to the plate. I say weather permitting, but the way things are going, I don't know that we'll really have to worry about the weather.
Well, let's hope so. If we haven't had any rain by then, let's hope so.
So here comes the first pitch to Jamison, and he swings, and the count's 0-1. I think that was off speed again because he was ahead of it.
Little curve from the backside curve over the outside part of the play.
Excuse me. 0-1 the count here on Jamison. As here comes the 0-1. That fastball misses the inside corner, and the count 1-1. We're in what will be eventually a completed press box, but talking to Athletic Director Rich Adkins earlier today, he said it should be ready by districts.
We're not in, we're on. We don't have a cover over us right now.
So here comes the 1-1, and that's inside, and the count 2-1. Obviously, you don't really want to get any farther than Jamison here because it only extends the pitch count.
That's the thing right there. If you're not throwing strikes, you're extending the pitch count.
So here comes the 2-1 from Sherwood. Breaking ball hit on a line right to Curtis, who will grab it for the final out. For Mount Vernon, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. They strand 2 through a half inning. It's Mount Vernon nothing and Seneca coming up on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Singing is my career and my calling, but I'm also a mother of 4.
And as entrepreneurs, we weigh the cost of every decision.
Medical bills are no longer a worry for our family, so I can focus on my calling.
And our family.
Joining Christian Healthcare Ministries was one of the best decisions we ever made. We're the Blair family, and this is our CHM story.
Choose your doctor without network restrictions, all at an affordable price. Enroll anytime at chministries.org/enroll.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
First Community Bank offers reliable, cost-effective merchant services to help your business thrive. We have options tailored just for you and your business, including accepting all major credit card brands, plus contactless payments like Tap to Pay and Pay by Phone. Don't miss out on growing your business. Contact First Community Bank today and unlock a world of payment possibilities. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC.
Jagger Wilson to lead off the first for Seneca as he pops that one in the air. It was a 1-0 count. The shortstop going to come into short left field as Rauscher grabs it for the first out. And I hate to say it this way, Daryl, but that's a lot of what you've been talking about.
Well, we've hit nothing but pop-ups. It's been amazing ever since the Cassville game. We just pop up. It's like, I don't know what it is. We're not hitting the ball top the baseball or something.
Drew Sherwood will come to the plate. He's working against Dotson. Dotson has a called strike, and the count's 0-1. We'll get you what Mount Vernon looks like in the field after this pitch, as long as I remember, which is always a key thing, me remembering to do that.
Well, I'm getting old, Ben.
One pitch is popped foul, and that one's going to sneak out of play. So the count is 0-2. Jake Leeper in left field, and center field is Jarrett Zerby, and right field is Grayson Gann for Mount Vernon. At third base is Peyton Jones, shortstop Sean Rauscher, second base Sawyer Anderson, first base Braden Jamison. It's 0-2 count here on Sherwood. Breaking ball is hit to the right side, just kind of rolled over there, and the first baseman Jamison grabs it for out number 2. As Cade Johnson will come to the plate. Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, and Marine Center Incorporated all sponsoring the broadcast here this afternoon. And Daryl, that cold front has come through and it has dropped the temperature down about 12 degrees from about an hour ago, and probably going to continue as Johnson takes a called strike.
Yeah, well, we had wind out of the south, had a warm, moist, muggy wind this morning out of the south. That wind come through here about noon, 1 o'clock, and we're back out of the north now.
So here comes the 0-1 from Dotson. That pitch is popped up in the air. It's in foul territory. Tennyson going to grab it for the final out of the inning. Nothing doing for Seneca in the first. Through 1, no score here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Marine Center Incorporated is a sponsor of Seneca Athletics. In business since 1979, they offer Mercury and Suzuki motors, along with low boats as well as boat repairs. Located at 4961 Highway 43 in Joplin, Missouri, open Monday through Friday 9 to 5, Saturday 9 to 12, and closed on Sunday. For more information, the phone number is 417-781-7450 or online at marinecenterjoplin.com. The Marine Center Incorporated, where the slogan is, your family boating headquarters.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
Seneca True Value is an authorized dealer of Hustler lawnmowers and is a proud supporter of the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network. Seneca True Value offers tools, equipment, and products for professional contractors and do-it-yourselfers. They are open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday. Located at 404 Cherokee Avenue in Seneca. For more information, their phone number is 417-776-6000. Go Indians!
And we welcome you back as Jake Leeper will start off the inning here for Mount Vernon as they send 6, 7, and 8 due up as he swings through the first pitch. So the count's 0-1. Anybody who reaches Jarrett Zerby would come to the plate. And Seth just told us during that break is that 0-1 is in there for strikes. The count's 0-2. It is 17 degrees colder now than it was an hour ago. So obviously that front has come through.
And wind out of the north. 20 miles an hour.
So here comes the 0-2 breaking ball, swung on and missed for strike 3. Third strikeout of the afternoon for Sherwood as Peyton Jones comes to the plate. And Daryl, this almost, other than the fact that we had about 15 minutes of rain in the Gravette game, this is very similar to that Gravette game where the cold front came through and all of a sudden the wind changed and it picked up and it got a lot colder.
Yeah.
But the difference is we're about a month later in the season as well. So that was about March 15th or 16th. As that ball is poked out in the air, short, right field, center field. Ryan Owens going to call off Curtis, and that is the right decision there.
Exactly.
By Owens. And he grabs it for out number 2 as Grayson Gann comes to the plate. Curtis was able to hear him call him off, and that was the smart play. Owens kind of more in charge out there, has a better view of it.
You're coming up to the ball. You are in charge.
That first pitch, it's the inside corner against Gans. So the count's 0-1.
That was perfectly played. Owens yelled at him to get out of the way.
So that 0-1 is swung on and missed, so the count 0-2. Langford Insurance, Dairy Queen of Seneca, and First Community Bank all sponsoring the broadcast. As here comes the 0-2. And that's high. Looked like a fastball, and the count 1-2.
It doesn't look like Drew's messing around this inning. He's wanting to throw strikes.
So here comes the 1-2. That breaking ball stays high, and the count 2-2. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministries, Seneca School District, and SGA Unlimited all sponsoring the broadcast as that pitch hits the inside corner for strike 3. Much better inning for Drew. We're through 1.5. No score here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
A new era in local sports begins. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is where you'll find all of your local sports information. Join Sports Director Michael Imami and reporters Chaz Wright and Tashina Coleman every night. We cover Little League, high school athletics, Missouri Southern, and Pittsburgh State, along with countless community colleges in the 4 states. We cover it all. So whether you're a Chiefs, Cardinals, Eagles, or Wildcats fan, you won't want to miss the Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Hagen Ginger will start off the inning here for Seneca as he fouls the first pitch off. Counts 0-1. Ginger, Houchin, and Klaus working against Dodson as Darrell. It was kind of a little bit sparse to start the game, but, crowd's filling in a little bit here.
Yeah, slowly getting in here.
So 0-1 breaking ball is hit down the third base side, fouls. Count 0-2, and right now that curveball is working for Dodson because Sherwood just kind of rolled over to get a ground out, and Ginger just rolled over on that one, but he hit it foul.
Just pulled it a little bit.
So here comes the 0-2 from Dodson. Fastball is hit out in the air. It's tailing away from the center fielder, but Zerby out there, plenty of time for the put out, and there's one down as Houchin will come to the plate.
Tried to throw he threw two curveballs at him in a row, and Hagen fouled both of them off. Then he tried to throw a fastball past him.
And it was tailing away from the center field where you could see it,
Yeah, he hit it solid. He just hit it too much at the center fielder. I mean, it happens. But he hit it solid. That's the thing.
Houchin will come to the plate. Does not swing at the breaking ball. It's a called strike. The count's 0-1. Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Prairie Top Chiropractic, Lost Creek Wireless, all sponsoring the broadcast. As here comes the 0-1 from Dodson, and that's outside, and the count 1-1. Like we said at the beginning of the broadcast, Mount Vernon wins this game. They pretty much guarantee themselves the number 1 seed in districts because they have wins over Monette and Seneca. So that pitch is low. So counts 2-1. I do have their schedule. We'll see if they've played Aurora, Cassville, those games. So they beat Monette. They still have to play Aurora and Cassville, and those games could decide some things as well. And East Newton as well. East Newton part of that. Don't be surprised if East Newton surprises some people out there as that 3-1 pitch is fouled off and the count's full at 3-2. Talk about all the time how any of the 6 teams could win, and I think that's a very true statement.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any just clear favorite in this district.
Count full here on Houchin. That fastball is hit to the shortstop. Rauscher throws to first, and it's dug out by the first baseman, Jamison. And there's 2 down. Caden Klaus will come to the plate. The wind picks up a little bit here.
That's the thing about it is we haven't had hardly any rain this spring, but we've had all the wind.
Yeah, a lot of windy days here in Seneca and everywhere we go. As that pitch is hammered by Klaus, but it's in, and Zerby can't handle it, and he's going to try and go to second, and he will be safe on the 2-base error. Tough play for Zerby, but I think it's one he probably thinks he should have had, and a 2-out base runner for Seneca.
Well, anytime it hits your glove, you feel like you should have it.
As Dane Frosser, the designated hitter, will come to the plate. Frossard seeing a lot more time at DH, and obviously when Johnson pitches, he's got to be the catcher. So
yeah, they're getting him ready for next year. And Dane's been swinging the bat, pretty good here lately. He's been hitting ball solid.
So that first pitch is just outside, and the count's 1-0. Four State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau agent Josh Dotson, Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, all sponsoring the broadcast here this afternoon.
There's a good gust.
So here comes the 1-0, and that breaking ball breaks back over the plate. Count 1-1. Very glad that I decided to bring a sweatshirt today, because it would be a miserable experience not bringing a hoodie.
Seth's over here in a short sleeve shirt.
He's just tougher than either of us, Daryl.
Well, that's all right. I'm too old to be too tough.
I can't say that, but I'm not that tough. 1-1 the count here on Frossard.
Being northeast, I figured you'd be used to these cold weather.
Daryl, I've been down here for 7 years.
Okay, well, you finally got it out of your system, huh?
1-1 the count, and that hit him, or did it hit the bat? It must have hit the knob of the bat, because he's not going anywhere.
He's trying to get out of the way, and then I don't know if he half-heartedly going to swing. He thought it was a breaking ball. It didn't break, and trying to get out of the way, and it hits the knob of the bat.
So 1-2 the count here on Frossard. See if he tries and sneaks a fastball by him, or if he goes back to the breaking ball. Comes the 1-2 from Dotson. He goes with the fastball, and Frossard can't hit it for the out. Final out. First strikeout for Dotson. For Seneca, no runs, no hits, 1 error. They strand to 1. We're through 2. No score here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
The Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce is an organization that exists to make Southwest Missouri a better place to live. That is why they are proud supporters of high school athletics. They understand that the life lessons learned from sporting competition teaches responsibility and discipline and makes our student athletes better citizens for tomorrow. Learn more about local area events online at neoshocc.com. Proud supporters of local school athletics.
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is, better health, better you.
Jarrett Zerby flies out to Roman Miller in center to start the third, so 1 out. Now Dotson comes to the plate. He's struck out his first time. Sawyer Anderson, anybody reaches Sean Rauscher would come to the plates. So 1-0 pitch is inside, and the count's 2-0. Second time through the lineup here for Mount Vernon. So here comes the 2-0. That pitch is hit out into right field. Owens out there in right field has a beat on it and grabs it for out number 2. So a fly out to center, fly out to right. I guess that means Caden Klaus is due for a fly out.
Well, that'd be all right.
Sawyer Anderson comes to the plate. He singled his first time up. So that pitch is swung on and missed, so the count 0-1.
I think he had him at the
side 0-1 pitch. It's the outside corner, and the count's 0-2.
I think he had him 0-2 the first time.
Yes,
and then went full, and then
yeah.
Look at him choke up the bat. He's choke up a couple inches up the bat.
0-2 is hit to the left side. Nice slide by Hotchin. Guns it over to first. For the put out, a 1-2-3 inning for Sherwood. We're through 2.5. No score here on the KNEO Seneca Indian Sports Network.
So, you believe in God. That means you'll go to heaven, right? Well, that depends on how you define the word believe. Billy Graham.
The Bible says the devil believes and trembles, but the devil's not going to heaven. You can believe in God. You can believe in Christ. You can believe in the church. You can believe in the Bible, but that won't get you to heaven. It's more than that. The word believe means to commit. It means to surrender. I'm asking you tonight to commit, to stand on, to receive Christ as your Lord and your Master and your Savior. Let Him forgive the past, give you a new dimension of living. Write your name on the book of life. Make sure you're going to heaven.
If you're ready to take that step and believe that Jesus is your Savior, let's talk now at 855-255-PRAY. 855-255-PRAY. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
At First Community Bank, we understand the importance of choice. That's why we offer our Community Choice checking account with you in mind. Say goodbye to monthly service fees and hello to free money with rewards and interest payments. Open a Community Choice checking account with First Community Bank and earn up to $100 in rewards. Make the right choice today. Visit firstcommunity.net. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC. See bank for complete details.
So Roman Miller hits the very first pitch out into short center field, and Zerby and Anderson didn't call each other off. There was almost a collision. Zerby comes away with it. There's one down as Colton Curtis will come to the plate.
Yeah, that's Zerby's call. He's coming in, and I don't know if they didn't communicate well, but
Colton Curtis hits that ball down the left field line, and the left fielder Leaper out there catches it. That was a nice attempt by Curtis, one of the harder balls he's hit, but unfortunately the left fielder was there.
The left fielder made a good play. I mean, just on the dead run making that catch. I mean, it wasn't 3 feet from going to the wall.
As Jagger Wilson will come to the plate here for Seneca. He popped out to shortstop his first time up. Braden Dodson is not overpowering as that ball's blooped on the left field line. It's going to get into the bullpen. Count 0-1. He is not overpowering, but he's doing what you said pitcher should do. He's letting it play to his defense.
He's throwing strikes. I mean, 2 pitches, 2 outs. I mean, that's what's what and pop up and a fly out. And the fly out was a pretty well hit shot from by Curtis.
So here comes the 0-1, and that's low. So the count 1-1. The Northwest Arkansas Naturals are at home through Sunday, April 21st versus the Midland Rockhounds. For ticket information, NWANaturals.com, a proud supporter of high school baseball on KNEO. That ball is spoiled foul towards the track. Might hit the batting cage. Well, it hit the ledge below the track and bleachers and then went into the track.
Hit the concrete wall and bounced all the way over.
So the count 1-2 on Wilson. Other thing Dotson has done well, he's got ahead of most of the hitters he's pitched. That pitch is spoiled foul. So the count will remain 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes here on Wilson. So here comes another 1-2 offering, and that fastball is just inside. That looked pretty good, and the count's 2-2.
I know he wanted it.
2-2 the count. Here comes a 2-2 from Dotson. That pitch is fouled back to the screen. And so the count remains 2-2. It's Wilson battling here. This is the 7th pitch of the at-bat. So here comes another 2-2 from Dotson. Breaking ball stays outside, and the count's full at 3-2. As here comes the full count pitch to Wilson, and that is inside for ball 4. Second base runner of the game. Seneca, no hits, but a walk and an error as Sherwood come to the plate. He grounded to first, and Wilson made Dotson work.
Yeah, I fouled off with like 3 or 4 pitches there, you know, and fought it off all the way to a walk.
See if Wilson goes with 2 outs, it's not a bad time to try and take an extra base as he's staying put. Sherwood going to try and bunt his way on because the third baseman, Jones, was playing back, but bunts it foul, so the count's 0-1. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ballgame schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on Twitter, KNEO917 Sports. We only got 2 broadcasts for you next week. They're Big 8 games Tuesday, Thursday. At Lamar Tuesday and at home against Mack County on Thursday. Almost had Wilson picked off. He went the wrong direction and he was able to get back safely.
He had that one extra little step out there
and he got burned on Tuesday with that.
Yeah,
did not get
same
burned.
move.
So here comes the 0-1 and delayed steal by Wilson, and he's safe as the ball goes into center field, but they're able to back it up. The count's 1-1, and now Seneca has a runner in scoring position. 1-1 the count here on Sherwood.
Second time we've had a runner at second base. Let's see if we can get a base hit to get him in.
So here comes the 1-1, and that's low. Good block by Tennyson, and the count's 2-1. It's very cloudy around us, but all that rain is to the east or to the northwest of us.
Yeah, it ain't around here. No rain's around here.
2-1 the count on Sherwood. You got a big gap in left center field. They're shading him towards right. That pitch is low for a ball. Count 3-1 after 2 pitches and 2 outs. Wilson and Sherwood have made him work.
Mm-hmm. And Jagger did a good job just because if it was close, he kept fouling them off.
It's an 8-pitch at-bat to Wilson. Here's the 5th pitch of this at-bat. And that's outside for ball 4. Back-to-back walks. Runners at first and second for Cade Johnson, who fouled out to the catcher. Talk about runners in scoring position all the time, and can you take advantage?
Can you get the timely hit? Right hit at the right time.
Everyone at the Neosho Daily News wish the Seneca Indians good luck. Let's go get that win. As Johnson are playing him more straight up. There's still a big gap in left center, but Zerby more straight up.
Yeah, they're left fielder.
That first pitch is away from Tennyson, and now all of a sudden you have 2 runners in scoring position, as runners will be at second and third. And a 1-0 count here on Johnson.
Left and right field are kind of hugging the line. A little bit more toward the line. Center fielder out there, that's where you got big gaps in both left center and right center.
1-0 the count here on Johnson. Here comes the 1-0 from Dodson. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Count 1-1. Big swing there by Johnson. And the count 1-1.
I think he was looking for a curve, and this didn't quite curve as much as he thought it was going to.
1-1 the count here on Johnson. Here comes the 1-1. That fastball must have been low, maybe inside a tad. Count 2-1 as this umpire has a pretty tight strike zone.
They're not getting a low count. The low call seemed like today.
And that's for both sides. I mean, all you can ask is for an umpire to be consistent, and he is. 2-1 breaking ball swung on and missed, and the count 2-2. He's been ahead of both breaking pitches. I think he's been anticipating them being breaking balls. He's just too geared up for them.
Yeah.
2-2 the count here on Johnson. Here comes the 2-2 once Dodson gets back on the rubber. The 2-2 fastball is hit to shortstop. Only play is to first and dug out at first base by Jamison. It's a 6-3 putout. That will end the inning. For Seneca, no runs, no hits, no errors. They strand 2 through 3, no score here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is newmac.com or 417-451-1515. Newmac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is better health, better you.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
And we welcome you back, as it will be the heart of the order here for Mount Vernon. I wanted to say Nevada, as Sean Rauscher come to the plate, takes a ball, so counts 1-0. Rauscher, Ross, and Jamison, the 3-2 up, 3-4-5. That pitch is spoiled foul towards the parking lot. That might hit. I was gonna say, might hit the person that's driving in. So he counts 1-1.
If he's parking right there, he doesn't know.
It's the 1-1. Hits the outside corner in the count 1-2. Yeah, I think we can tell that the front has moved through at this point now.
Yeah.
1-2 is just inside, and the count 2-2. It was a relatively easy top of the third for Sherwood, a 7-pitch inning, as Rauscher is making him have his 6th pitch of this at bat. So here comes another 2-2 from Sherwood. That ball hit off the hands. Wilson, tough play. Throws to first, dug out by Ginger. And it's a 6-3 put out and 1 down.
Good scoop by Hagan. Good play by Jagger over there.
Slow roller, able to field it with his glove and still get it out and throw it over in time.
Yeah, and those you got to charge, because you don't have a chance if you don't charge them.
So Lucas Ross will come to the plate here for Mount Vernon. Newmac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, ProLube Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Seneca True Value, all sponsoring the broadcast. His assistant coach over there, first base coaching box, made the play.
No easy.
Nice job there by the first base coach.
Yeah.
Assistant coach for Mount Vernon. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed, and the count 0-2 here on Ross. Ross struck out looking his first time up. Sherwood, one time through the lineup, has 4 strikeouts. So here comes the 0-2, and that is outside, so the count 1-2. So just kind of, I don't know the right words, but as the 1-2 pitch is outside and the count's 2-2, but mostly cloudy skies, not really any threat of rain. It's just gray.
If the wind would lay down, it'd be perfect.
So the 2-2 is swung on and missed for strike 3. 5th strikeout of the game for Sherwood, as Braden Jamison will come to the plate.
Seth's over here telling everybody he called it.
I think he lined out to second base his first time up. I had him lined out to the shortstop, but I thought that was wrong.
Yeah, it was second base.
So that hit him on the very first pitch. So he will reach on a hit by pitch. Jake Leeper will come to the plate. Seneca still does not have a hit. Mount Vernon only has one. So both these pitchers efficient here this afternoon.
And good playing good defense behind each pitcher.
So here comes the first pitch to Leeper, and that's high for a ball. So it counts 1-0. So here comes the 1-0 from Sherwood. That's inside, and the count's 2-0. Not only is the umpire not calling the low pitch, he's also not calling the inside pitch.
Yeah, that was just a little too far inside. I mean, Caden's having to reach a little bit too much for it. There you go.
So 2-0 is swung on and missed, so the count 2-1. 2 outs here in the inning. Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, and Marine Center Incorporated. So that 2-1 is swung on and missed, so the count 2-2. He's gone with a high fastball 2 pitches in a row. Do you stay with it here on 2-2, or do you go breaking ball?
He hadn't hit him yet.
So here comes the 2-2. And he stays with it. It's popped up in the air. Sherwood is the one that actually saw it. So he will grab it for the final out of the inning. For Mount Vernon, no runs, no hits, no errors. They strand 1 through 3.5. We're scoreless here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
And we welcome you back as it will be 4, 5, 6 here for Seneca, Hagen, Ginger, Grant, Houchin, Caden, Klaus. Klaus is the first Seneca base runner to reach. He reached on a 2-base error. Ginger hit the ball hard, but he flew out to center field. It was kind of tailing away from Zerby as that breaking ball hits the inside corner, so the count's 0-1. So here comes the 0-1 from Dotson. That breaking ball he's ahead of, and the count 0-2. So wind picks up again. Again, it's nothing like it was on Tuesday, but Tuesday was a lot warmer of a day.
Let's see if Hagen can battle up here 0-2. He's going to have to foul some off.
So that pitch is hammered to left center field, but the left fielder will come over and grab it. Leeper was able to get it. That's the second time he's had an 0-2 count. They've tried to sneak a fastball by him, and he's flown one out to center field and left field.
You're talking a quarter inch underneath it. A quarter inch higher on that ball, and that ball's down going to the fence.
Houchin grounded out to shortstop his first time up. So here comes the first pitch to Houchin as Dotson right now has a no-hitter. He has play for the shortstop Rauscher, and it's another 6-3 putout as he has grounded out twice to Rauscher as Caden Klaus will come to the plate. Reached on a 2-base error in the second. No hitter here for Dotson through 3 2/3 as Seneca has reached on an error and 2 walks.
hard to win baseball games when you can't find the base hits.
So here comes the first pitch to Klaus, and that's outside, so the count's 1-0. Langford Insurance, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, all sponsoring the broadcast. And other thing it's doing here is it's keeping Dotson's pitch count down as well. So that breaking ball's in there for strikes. The count's 1-1. He's labored these last 2 innings. He had a 14-pitch second inning and a 20-pitch third, but he only had a 7-pitch first inning, and right now he's about 5 pitches into this inning as that ball spoiled foul. And it avoided some cars, and it hit somebody's windshield.
Somebody's truck.
Yeah. It counts 1-2.
Maybe totaled a little Kia out there. What do you think, Ben?
1-2 the count here on Klaus. That 1-2 is outside, so the count now 2-2. It looked like it might have broken some of the glass on that truck. Off the hop. It's count 2-2 here on Klaus.
Klaus choking up the bat, trying to battle up.
So here comes the 2-2 fastball. He's able to foul off. So the count remains 2-2. It's a race out there between two Seneca bench players to get the foul balls.
Yeah, Brent Laughlin and
I was going to say, I knew one was
Braden Roark. They were
Roark.
battling. They're having fun.
So here comes the 2-2, and that breaking ball is swung on and missed for strike 3. Another 1-2-3 inning for Dotson. Through 4, no score here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
Jesus said, "Be of good cheer. It is I, be not afraid."
Billy Graham.
And in the troubles and trials and bereavements and heartaches of life, He's there. And when death comes to your family, He's there.
And the Bible teaches that there's a day coming when there won't be any kind of heartache for those who've given their lives to Jesus.
More than 300 times in the New Testament it's mentioned that He's coming back. And what a glorious hope we have that there will be a new heaven and a new earth. Till then, we're to be faithful. We're to be the salt of the earth and the light of the world as believers.
When others see how your faith carries you through the struggles of life, it can help them discover their need for Jesus. We can help you learn more about trusting Jesus at this website. It's findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net from the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
Peyton Jones leading off the 5th for Mount Vernon, 7-8-9. Jones has an 0-2 count on him. As here comes the 0-2. That is spoiled foul at the plate. Did a good job of just getting a piece to stay alive.
That was a good pitch there, low and outside of the breaking ball that dove down, but he stayed with it just to get a piece of it.
So here comes another 0-2, and that one's high. So the count now moves to 1-2. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministries, Seneca School District, SGA Unlimited. So that breaking ball stays high, and the count now 2-2 as Jones worked it from 0-2 to 2-2. Wasn't able to hit the fastball. Maybe go back to that high fastball if you're Sherwood. He does go back to the fastball, and it's just outside.
That's a good pitch. Very good pitch.
Count now full, 3-2. Mount Vernon had 2 runners on in the first. That ball hit into left field, and Klaus can't quite make a diving catch. It's a long single, a nice effort out there and left. I think he kind of rolled over his glove, and that popped it out.
It was a tough play by Klaus. He dove at it and come down on it and just couldn't hang with it.
Grayson Gann will come to the plate. Gann struck out looking his first time up. Here comes the first pitch to him. That's spoiled fouls. Count 0-1. Mount Vernon had 2 base runners in the first and 1 in the third. 1 in the fourth, excuse me, none in the third. 0-1 the count here on Gann. Not a big lead. Try and sacrifice him over. Only play to first. Throws to first. It's a 1-3 putout. Base runner gets back to second. Sacrifice bunt. And now they have a runner on second with 1 out as Jarrett Zerby will come to the plate. Flew out to center field his first time up on the very first pitch. So here comes the first pitch to Zerby. He likes swinging at that first pitch, and the count's 0-1. Swung out the first pitch both times he's been up. Get back to the top of the order, and Braden Dotson, who's on deck. Which that may be more of what that bunt was, is you have 2 opportunities to get that run in.
Yeah, get him scoring position.
That ball hit into air to center field. Miller out there in center is tracking it, and Miller able to hit the cutoff man. And there's 2 down now for Braden Dotson. As Dotson 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out. Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Prairie Top Chiropractic, Lost Creek Wireless, all sponsoring the broadcast. So here comes the first pitch to Dotson. We talk about seeing guys third time through the lineup here for Mount Vernon. So that first pitch hits the inside corner, so the count's 0-1. 1 time through the lineup, or excuse me, 2 times through the lineup, only 2 hits for Mount Vernon. We always talk about seeing a guy 3, if not 4 times. So here comes the 0-1. That pitch is hammered down the right field line, but that's going to get out of play towards the cross-country terrain. And the count now 0-2.
Yeah, that's up our ways. He hit it out there to the right and rode the wind hard.
0-2 the count here on Dotson. Here comes the 0-2, and that pitch is hit off the knobs. Wilson grabs it on a hop, throws to first in time. Oh, they're going to call him safe, and the run is going to come in and score. Ginger thought he held the bag. Head coach Chris Eust is going to go out and argue, but they're going to come out and talk about it.
The throw was wide. Hagan trying to stay on the bag. I thought he stayed on the bag. I don't know.
And they're going to talk about it. I don't think you can give Dotson an RBI there if Jones comes in and scores. It would be 1-0 here for Mount Vernon. And they're going to call him safe. I mean, with 2 outs, you're bringing the runner home regardless, but Ginger was more worried about trying to hold on to the bag, so I don't think you can give Dotson an RBI.
The throw was wide to Hagan's right, and he had to just about lay down to catch it. Of course, that allowed the runner to come in and score.
Sawyer Anderson will come to the plate as Mount Vernon draws first blood. Runner at second still as that pitch is high for a ball, so the count's 1-0. Not only do you not get out of the inning and they get the first run, we talk about extending the pitch count.
Yeah, it does it.
So here comes the 1-0. Runner going to fake towards third, and Anderson will foul it off. So count 1-1.
That was a hit and run call.
It's Dotson at second. 1-1 the count here on Anderson, who's 1 for 2. Breaking ball hits the outside corner. Counts 1-2. Seneca will have 7, 8, 9 in their half of the 5th. 1-2 the count here on Anderson. Swung on and missed for strike 3. That will end the inning for Mount Vernon. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. They strand 1 through 4.5. 1-0 Mountaineers here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is, better health, better you.
And we welcome you back as 7-8-9 due up for Seneca here in the bottom of the 5th. Frossard, Miller, and Curtis. Anybody who reaches, you get back to the top of the lineup. 4-State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson. Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce sponsoring the broadcast. Here comes the first pitch to Frossard, and that's fouled. There's your EC, Coach.
Oh yeah. Coach Hughes didn't field it too well off the hop, so.
As Frossard struck out his first time up, Miller and Curtis both flew out. They have hit the ball hard against Dotson, but they've hit it to where Mount Vernon players are.
Yeah, we just haven't hit the gap.
So 0-1 is a strike, not on the swing. Are they going to say it was on the swing? So it counts 0-2. I think he's just calling that a strike.
Had to, because he didn't really swing.
So 0-2 pitch is outside, and the count 1-2. I know Coach Eustace was wanting him to check it, so it makes you wonder what the thought process is there. So here comes the 1-2. That fastball is hit late, and Jamison fields it on a high hop for out number 1. So Miller will come to the plate here for Seneca. Northwest Arkansas Naturals are at home at Arvis Ballpark through Sunday, April 21st versus the Midland Rockhounds. For ticket information, nwanaturals.com, a proud supporter of high school baseball on KNEO. As here comes the first pitch to Miller, who flew out to center field his first time up. It's the breaking ball to short. Rauscher going to throw to first and beats him by half a step. So pitch and an out, and there's 2 down quickly here for Colton Curtis. He hit the ball hard the first time. Just the left fielder out there, Leaper, made a great play.
Yeah, he needs to get going here. Curtis get going. He got going last year. Went through a little slump and got going last year, so we get him going.
Comes the first pitch to Curtis, and he takes the ball. This counts 1-0. If you can get on, you get back to the top of the order. Sherwood has about, is that 1-0 is in there for a strike. Counts 1-1. Sherwood has 17 pitches remaining in his arsenal, so Wilson was up warming up before he went on the on-deck circle. So here comes the 1-1. That's outside, so the count's 2-1. So you obviously would like Sherwood to get through the 6th, but Jagger probably the first one out of the pen for Seneca. So here comes the 2-1. Popped foul and a play behind us towards the concession stand. Counts now 2-2. Dotson is not overpowering. He only has 2 strikeouts on the day, but he's letting his fielders do the work for him.
we've hit the ball solid a few times, but just right to him.
The 2-2 breaking ball. He spoils foul. Good job by him. Kind of an emergency hack by Curtis, but he was able to stay alive.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. If you don't like that pitch, learn to foul him off.
So here comes another 2-2 to Curtis.
He's choking up on the bat. He's ready to battle. There you go.
Ball is poked out into center field. Zerbe going to come in and grab it for out number 3. Nothing doing for Seneca in the 5th through 5. 1-0 Mount Vernon on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Hi, this is Jamie Lankford with Lankford Insurance at 910 Washington Avenue in Seneca, Missouri. My wife Terry and I are proud to serve our local community and support local high school student athletes. Lankford Insurance specializes in life, agribusiness, commercial, and personal insurance needs. Please stop by and see us at our office or call us at 417-776-LIFE or visit us at www.midaminsurance.com.
SGA Unlimited is a proud sponsor of the Seneca Indians. Located north of Seneca on Highway 43, they offer equipment and supplies for outdoor sporting needs, including hunting and fishing. They are a licensed gun dealer and provide bait and accessories for fishing. For more information, their phone number is 417-439-1996. Proud supporters of Seneca Indian Athletics on KNEO. Sean Rauscher to start off the 6th here for Mount Vernon. Rauscher, Ross, and Jameson. It's 2-0 the count here on Rauscher. Ball back up the middle, and Curtis can't make a play. Not an infield single. It's a single, and the leadoff runner is on for Mount Vernon. So Lucas Ross will come to the plate. He's 0 for 2. See, normally you don't bunt with a designated hitter, but the way he's hitting, see if they try and get that runner into scoring position. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on Twitter at KNEO917 Sports. Comes the first pitch. That pitch is hammered out in the air to right center, but the Roman Miller, they had him shaded perfectly. And 1 pitch and 1 out. So they had him played perfectly there. As Braden Jameson will come to the plate, he has lined out and been hit. That is called scouting.
Lined out second, right?
Yes. So here comes the first pitch. That breaking ball is over the outside corner, so the count's 0-1. Ever not the Neosho Daily News. Wish the Seneca Indians good luck. Let's go get that win. Mount Vernon scored 1 in the 5th. So that pitch is high, and the count's 1-1. Kind of controversial because we don't know if Hagan stayed on the bag or not.
I guarantee you he's hot.
1-1 the count here on Jameson, and he steps out. If you're Seneca, you got to leave this a 1-0 game. You have your 1, 2, and 3 hitters due up in the bottom of the 6th. Sherwood stepped off and they got him. They pick off the base runner, Rauscher. It's not caught stealing, but that's about all you can put in your scorecard. And all of a sudden, there's 2 down quickly.
Picked him off. Good move.
Count still 1-1 on Jameson. That pitch just outside, so the count 2-1. That'll help your pitch count as well.
Especially if you can get this one.
So here comes the 2-1. That's a spoiled foul, and I think there are some cars out there that are happy it hit the screen. So the count now moves to 2-2. as here comes the 2-2. And he did not offer. They're going to check, and he did not go, and the count's full at 3-2.
He was wanting to, but he didn't.
So here comes the full count offering.
Oh, that's in.
They call strike three. It was a late reaction by the umpire. Seneca players were halfway off before he called it.
Everybody knew it.
And that will end the inning for Mount Vernon. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. They don't leave anybody left. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Still 1-0 Mount Vernon here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District. Tradition, pride, class.
Locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Indians!
And we welcome you back. Top of the order here for Seneca in the bottom of the 6th. Jagger Wilson, Drew Sherwood, and Cade Johnson working against Braden Dotson, who has a no-hitter going so far. So here comes the first pitch to Wilson. He reached on a walk in the 3rd. He popped out to short in the 1st. Newmac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, Prolue Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, and Seneca True Value, all sponsoring the broadcast.
Shading him big time to the opposite field.
He takes a pitch on the outside corner, so the count's 1-1.
Maybe why the pitcher's trying to keep it on the outside part of the plate.
So here comes the 1-1 to Wilson. He swings and misses. Counts 1-2. I don't know if he tipped it off the catcher. I thought he just missed it, and the catcher missed it too. Because the pitcher, Dawson, is the one that went out and grabbed the ball.
I don't know.
1-2 the count here on Wilson. This might be Seneca's best opportunity here. They had runners at 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs in that ball is spoiled foul, with 2 outs in the 3rd and could not score. That was the long threat that they've had. 1-2 the count remains on Wilson. Dotson has been efficient. He had 62 pitches through 5 innings.
Oh my, don't let that go.
And that pitch is in there for a called strike 3. It's only the 3rd strikeout of the game by Dotson. So Drew Sherwood will come to the plates.
Oh man, I said you could see that coming from here. But
Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, Marine Center Incorporated, Langford Insurance, Dairy Queen of Seneca, and First Community Bank, all sponsoring the broadcast. So here comes the first pitch to Sherwood as Dotson takes a long time getting the signal. That ball is poked in the air. It's in the triangle. The shortstop is able to grab it, Rauscher. 1 pitch and 1 out, and there's 2 down quickly as Cade Johnson comes to the plate. Rauscher almost overran it, but couldn't. But did not.
Yeah, the wind blowing it back to him, and he just like you said, Ben, just almost passed it.
2 down here as Cade Johnson has fouled out and grounded out. So here comes the first pitch to Johnson. And that's outside. Also hit the dirt, so the count's 1-0. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministries, Seneca School District, SGA Unlimited, all sponsoring the broadcast. So here comes the 1-0 to Johnson. That's outside. Counts 2-0. Also want to thank Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Prairie Top Chiropractic, and Lost Creek Wireless. 2-0 the count here on Johnson. He'll be licking his chops, and he takes a ball inside. Count 3-0, and I think he's taking one, if not two pitches here. Just trying to find a way to get on. So here comes a 3-0. That's low for ball 4, a 4-pitch walk. Johnson is one of the most aggressive base runners that Seneca has, so we'll see if Hagan takes a pitch or two to try and let him get into scoring position.
Don't be surprised, especially because they've thrown Hagan nothing but
breaking stuff.
Yeah, they've thrown breaking balls, so don't be surprised.
Breaking ball the first two pitches, and then they try to sneak a fastball by him, and he's flown out.
Because Cade Johnson's out there further than anybody's been.
So here comes the first pitch. He's off, and it's a ball. 5 straight balls by Ginger, and Seneca has a runner in scoring position.
By the pitcher.
Yes. Now if you're Seneca, a base hit could tie it, or have a lucky break like what happened to Mount Vernon in the 5th.
Well, that's, it's his job to get him in. He's hit the ball hard to just right to somebody.
Big gap on the right side, holding the runner on as that breaking pitch is over for a strike. Counts 1-1. For State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau agent Josh Dotson, Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce sponsoring the broadcast. 1-1 the count here on Ginger. So here comes the 1-1 from Dotson. Out a big lead at second. Breaking ball hit to third. He bobbles it, throws to first, and he is out by half a step. It's a 5-3 putout, and that will end the inning. For Seneca, no runs, no hits, no errors. They strand 1 through 6. Mount Vernon up 1-0 here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
A new era in local sports begins. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is where you'll find all of your local sports information. Join Sports Director Michael Imami and reporters Chaz Wright and Tashina Coleman every night. We cover Little League, high school athletics, Missouri Southern, and Pittsburgh State, along with countless community colleges in the 4 states. We cover it all. So whether you're a Chiefs, Cardinals, Eagles, or Wildcats fan, you won't want to miss the Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
Jake Leeper to start off the inning here for Mount Vernon as he takes a ball. Counts 1-0. Leeper, Jones, and Gann. Anybody who reaches Jarrett Zerby would come to the plate. It's the 1-0 pitch swung on and missed, so the count is 1-1. Sherwood only has probably 1 or 2 batters that he'll be able to face here. The 7th is that pitch is swung on and missed, so the count 1-2. That pitch is low for a ball. So that counts 2-2.
See what Coach Hughes wants to do. Throw strikes.
So here comes the 2-2. That's high, and the count's full at 3-2. Sherwood has only walked 1 here today. He's also hit 1 batter. 3-2 pitch is inside for ball 4. So base on balls to start things off. As Peyton Jones will come to the plate. As Johnson was saying the pitch is inside because Coach Eust was wondering where it was.
Yeah.
So second walk given up by Sherwood. Peyton Jones come to the plate. He came around and scored in the 5th. So this will be Sherwood's last batter. As he foul tips it, he was trying to duck out of the way and it hit the bat. So count's 0-1. Northwest Arkansas Naturals are at home at Arvus Ballpark through Sunday, April 21st versus the Midland Rockhounds. For ticket information, nwanaturals.com. Proud supporter of high school baseball on KNEO. So here comes the 0-1. See if he's squaring again. He is. And he fouls it off again. He's trying to duck out of the way, and his bat is just getting in the way. So the count's 0-2, which has worked to Sherwood's advantage. The count is no balls and
Absolutely.
2 strikes.
They're taught that.
So here comes the 0-2 to Jones, and they throw behind Leaper, who gets back safely. Try and move the runner over. Nobody out. And Jones so far has been unsuccessful. Here comes an 0-2. That breaking ball stays high, so the count is 1-2. As the wind continues to howl here in Seneca.
Yeah, there ain't nothing out there but a 5 barbed wire fence to stop it.
So here comes the 1-2. That pitch is poked foul. So the count will remain 1 ball and 2 strikes. Seneca has a doubleheader on Saturday, no broadcast, as they face Purdy and Diamond.
Yeah, those games are at Diamond.
1-2 the count here on Jones. So here comes the 1-2. They're going to throw behind, and Ginger can't grab it, but Leaper did not realize it got by him, and Seneca catches a break in the fact that they don't have a runner in scoring position. My phone says it's 63 degrees, and it feels that cold.
Yeah, wind's making it about 43 degrees.
So here comes the 1-2. Breaking ball stays outside, and the count's 2-2. If you're Seneca, you have to leave this a 1-0 game going into the bottom of the 7th. You'll have 5, 6, 7 due up in your half. So here comes the 2-2 from Sherwood. That hits the inside corner for strike 3, and that should be Drew's final batter. And here comes head coach Chris Hughes. So he will go 6 1/3 innings as he gave up 4 hits. He has given up 1 run. He is responsible for the runner at first, 2 walks, and that was strikeout number, I believe, 6. Actually, strikeout number 7 on the afternoon. We'll go ahead and tell you what the changes are after this on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is better health, better you.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
A proud backer of the Seneca Indians is Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca. Located at 1101 Cherokee, they are honored to serve the area with traditional service options including church and graveside services. They also have prearranged funeral plans. For more information, the phone number for Funeral Director Mike Steele at Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca is 417-776-2251 or online campbell-biddlecomefh.com.
And we welcome you back as Jagger Wilson will come in here for Seneca. He will face Grayson Gann to start things off. The changes for you: Colton Curtis moves to shortstop. Braden Roark comes in to play second base. And Ryan Owens comes out as Roman Miller will go to right field. So Gann will come to the plate. If you're Seneca, you want to get Gann and Zerby so you don't get back to that top of the lineup.
They got a big lead over there on first base.
First time they're seeing a righty compared to a lefty as that pitch is outside. This counts 1-0. 6 1/3 innings for Drew. 4 hits, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. 1 run given up so far. He is responsible for the runner at first. So here comes the 1-0 from Wilson. Good block. Oh, I spoke too soon. As pitch is in the dirt, the wild pitch allows the runner to get to second. And a 2-0 count here on Gann. I thought he had blocked it, but he had not. So runner in scoring position now for Mount Vernon. Here comes the 2-0. That's low, and the count's 3-0. And Wilson talk all the time about sometimes coming in off of.
It's tough.
If you haven't been able to warm up in the bullpen, and that's the situation here.
Yeah.
Now, he got a couple throws in before he batted in the 5th and 6th, but it's been a while as that pitch is outside for ball 4. So Wilson walks again on 4 straight pitches as Jarrett Zerby will come to the plate. He's flown out to center field twice. He's probably happy to see a new pitcher.
And Jagger hadn't thrown a strike yet, so we got to get back to throwing strikes.
So here comes the first pitch to Zerby. Long look by Wilson. And they call it low. And the count's 1-0.
Wow.
That may be courtesy of the fact that he threw 4 straight balls before.
I don't know, but that had to be low.
Yeah. 1-0 the count here on Zerby. Don't want to load the bases for the top of the order either. So here comes the 1-0. Swung on and missed off the off-speed pitch. Maybe a changeup. Count 1-1. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on Twitter at KNEO917 Sports. 1-1 the count here on Zerby. This game has considerably slowed as they throw behind the runner, and he gets back safely, just barely. Long look by Wilson, and then eventually threw it behind the runner. 1-1 the count here on Zerby. So here comes the 1-1 from Wilson. And he fouls it. It'll go back to the screen, so the count's 1-2. Mount Vernon, when they've tried to bunt the ball, it's kind of more out of protection that it hits the bat. They're trying to duck out of the way, and it manages to find the bat. So the count now 1-2. You're on Zerby. That's in there for a called strike 3. 2 outs now. First strikeout for Wilson as Dotson will come to the plate. Dotson 1 for 3. He had the single that eventually had to run to score. You can't give him an RBI because they took that more off of the fact that of the throw. So here comes the first pitch. That's spoiled foul, so the count's 0-1. Oh, and 1 the count here on Dotson. Dotson has not given up a hit in the game. Seneca looking to change that in the bottom half of the inning as they're hoping It'll be 1-0 still at that point. Counts 1-1 on Dotson. Dotson has 20 pitches to give up in the 7th, if not 30 if he's a junior or senior. So 1-1 is in there for a strike, and the count's 1-2. 1-2 the count. After walking Jan, Wilson has calmed down and found the strike zone. See if he can get out of this inning with no more damage. That pitch is popped up in the air. Sherwood has a long way to go. Roar can't find it, and it'll be a single, as runners will be at first and third. One of those that ends up in no man's land, and an extra run will come in and score here for Mount Vernon, as Roark got turned around. And that will complete the line on Sherwood. 2 runs given up, 2 earned. As Sawyer Anderson will come to the plate, and we have a courtesy runner out there for Mount Vernon. I didn't see.
Try to get a number for you, Ben, as soon as I can. 24. Got 24.
That would be Gaddy Hudson, if that's who it is.
Well,
that first pitch is in there for a strike, and the count's 0-1, and it is 24,
okay.
So 0-1 the count.
My eagle eyes are not as good as they used to be, Ben.
Anderson 1 for 3. So here comes the 0-1. Runner is off to second, and he hits it where Seneca wasn't on the hit and run. Another run will come in and score, as runners will be at first and third. You have the runner. You had the second baseman, Roark, going to cover the bag, and they hit it where he wasn't. I mean, it would have been a tough play for him.
Yeah, that was
probably regardless of if he was there, but he was moving away. As Sean Rauscher will come to the plate, he's 1 for 2. He also walked in the first. So that pitch is in there for a strike. So the count's 0-1.
Yeah, that hit the gap over there on the right side. And you say, Ben, if Braden was there, it would have been a really tough play for him.
So here comes the 0-1. That's outside, as Johnson able to block it. So the count's 1-1. Seneca, like we said, 2 games on Saturday, no broadcast of either of those, as the runner is off. That ball is hit over the head of Roark and into right center field. 1 run going to come in and score. They're going to send the second runner home, and they missed the cutoff man, and everybody is safe. It's a double, and then he is out at third.
Yeah.
So it's a double for Rauscher. 2 runs come in and score, as he has 2 RBIs on the play. And then he has caught 2-5 on the putout to end the inning. For Mount Vernon, they score 4 runs in the inning on 3 base hits. There were no errors, and they don't strand anybody. Seneca will have to score 5 to send this to extras here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
It's a matter of life and death. When sin entered the world, we began to die. The Bible says that the wages of sin is death. But Jesus came to bring life. Jesus rose from the dead. And because he died for your sin, you can have an abundant and eternal life. To learn how your sins can be forgiven, call 888-NEED-HIM. 888-NEED-HIM. Or chat with us at chataboutjesus.com.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Houchin, Klaus, and Froster are the 3-2 up as that ball is hit through the right side as Houchin gets his first hit of the afternoon. As Seneca will get a base hit there, and that's what you need to get a rally started here if you're the Indians. Just get base runners on and go station to station. As Caden Klaus will come to the plate. Reached second in the second, and he also has struck out. So they throw behind Houchin, and it looked like he didn't have a big lead, and it looked like a cleat or something got stuck because it was an awkward slide.
As long as he made it back safe. He didn't have a big lead. So
here comes the first pitch to Klaus, and he takes it for a strike. So counts 0-1. Seneca needs 5 to send this to a 8th inning. I'd take 6 to walk it off. That breaking ball is not swung on, and so the count now is 1-1. So it was outside. So here comes the 1-1 from Dodson. Throw behind the runner and Houchin back safe. Houchin not a very big lead over there. His run matters, but you got a long ways to go before.
Well, every run matters now, so they got to have everything.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a big lead.
No, he doesn't.
That pitch is outside, and the count's 2-1. If you can somehow get your way back to the top of the lineup, you would give yourself a chance. 2-1 the count here on Klaus. Ball hammered out to right field. Back-to-back hits for the Indians, and they are just going station to station right now.
There you go.
As Dane Frossard will come to the plate. He's 0 for 2. We talk about seeing a pitcher for the 3rd time. This is the 3rd time through the lineup for these Indians. They were hitting the ball hard before, but it was right at Mount Vernon players. Now they found a couple of gaps.
Got to keep this going to have a chance here. Get back to top of the lineup.
Froster is at the plate, takes a pitch high and inside, so the count's 1-0. I have to wonder how much more Dotson has left in the system.
I don't know how many pitches he's up to.
He had 75 to start the inning.
Oh, well, he's
got plenty of pitches. That pitch is a ball. So counts 2-0. If he's a junior or a senior, he gets 105.
Yeah, he's a junior, I believe.
So he'd get 105 pitches. So he's got plenty of wiggle room. Those are some big insurance runs in the. That pitch hits the outside corner, so the count's 2-1. Those were some big insurance runs in the top of the 7th.
Yes.
Instead of, winning run at second or at first, you don't even have the tying run coming to the plate. So here comes the 2-1. Froster takes it for a strike. The count's 2-2.
That's one you got to be licking your chops on. You don't want to go 3-1 and 2-1. He's got to come at you.
This counts 2-2 here on Frossard. Here comes the 2-2 from Dotson. And that's low, and the count's full. 3-2 the count here on Frosser. You're just trying to get to the next batter in the lineup if you're Seneca. So here comes the full count pitch to Frosser. That is up the middle, and it's going to be caught by the shortstop. What a play by Rauscher. It almost hit the umpire. It's a fielder's choice. Runners at second and third. And it's a 6-3 put out as Roman Miller will come to the plate. He's flown out and grounded out.
I think it hit the mound. That's, had kind of slowed it down so the shortstop could get it. But it was behind second when he got there.
Yeah.
And he did a good job throwing it first on the run.
So Roman Miller will come to the plate. He or Colton Curtis is going to have to reach for Seneca to get back to the top of the lineup. So here comes the first pitch. That's high for a ball, so the count's 1-0. Frosser did have to swing at that 3-2 because that was a strike. So
yeah,
he hit it hard. It just deadened off the mound a little bit.
Yeah, I think so.
So here comes the 1-0 from Dodson. That hits the outside corner. Counts 1-1. The wind continues to howl here in Seneca. So here comes the 1-1. Swung on and missed late on the fastball. Counts 1-2. Seneca had back-to-back hits to start the inning, but a ground out, and we'll see what happens here with Miller.
The bat on the ball.
The 1-2 breaking ball is hit in the air to right center field, and they got a long ways to go, but the right fielder out there is going to grab it. One run will come in and score on the fly out. It's an RBI, but there are now two down. As Colton Curtis will come to the plate. Roman Miller hit the ball hard all three times, just really nothing to show for it as Gann out there in right field grabbed it. Curtis has flown out to left and flown out to center. He needs to reach for Seneca to get to the top of the lineup. So Curtis takes a called strike. So the count's 0-1. That's how big those insurance runs were in the top of the seventh, because that would have tied the game otherwise. So that breaking ball hits the inside corner, and the count's 0-2. Seneca's down to their final strike.
You're going to have to battle up there now. Curtis is just going to have to battle, swinging at anything. It's going to be tough.
0-2 the count here on Curtis. And he foul tips it into the mitt for strike three. That will end the game for Seneca. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and they strand one. Mount Vernon improves to 8-7 on the year. Seneca falls to 11-8. Go ahead and take a 60-second timeout. Come back and wrap it up after this on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District. Tradition, pride, class.
And we welcome you back to the postgame show. Postgame show sponsored by Crowder College and the Seneca School District. Seneca falls here by a final score of 5-1. And Daryl, really, at the end of the game, it was that 7th inning that did them in because Mount Vernon was able to get some insurance runs there.
Yeah, they, because they came in 7th inning. Drew got in pitch count, got to Drew, and then and it's tough coming in. It's tough coming in when you're just at the last inning, trying to throw strikes. And Mount Vernon hit a couple of good base hits and had a few runners on, walked, and pretty soon, they got 4 in, and it's tough. It's tough to come back on.
Seneca, not a bad game by Drew. He takes the loss, 6 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 2 base on balls, 3 strikeouts, 3 hits given up by Jagger Wilson in 2/3 of an inning, 3 runs, 3 earned, 1 base on ball, 1 strikeout. Dotson gets the win, 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 3 base on balls, 3 strikeouts. Seneca played much better defensively. Neither team had an error in the ball game, but unfortunately for the Indians, now it's a 4-game losing streak, and you have Purdy and Diamond on Saturday, and you're desperately looking for a win.
You're just going to I'd try to right the ship. Is that what you want to call it? That's all you can do is just try to right the ship, try to get back to hitting the baseball. We didn't hit the ball well. We hit the ball. We just hit it right to them sometimes. We're just like we're snake bit, Ben. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, sometimes you just need something to go right for you, and sometimes that can be a snowball effect. That will do it for us here this evening as Seneca Falls. Our next Seneca broadcast will be Tuesday as they jump back into Big 8 West action as they head to Lamar. 4:30 first pitch, 4:10 airtime from Lamar. The postgame show sponsored by Crowder College and the Seneca School District. For Coach Darrell Harbaugh and Ben Wolcott saying so long here from Seneca. We thank you so much for watching high school baseball here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into